Shalom. I want to start by giving our praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. I pray the Lord have peace, blessings, and mercy upon the households of the elect. This is the brother pt.1 from the Great Millstone Houston Church. And I have this article pulled up from Natural News. And the title says, Irish farmers outraged over government plan to cull 200,000 cows to meet climate goals. So, the wicked are at it again. And they tried to cover it up with the fact of them saying that, they want to meet climate goals as if they truly care about the earth. But according to the scriptures, let me get this. According to the scriptures, they have no care for the earth nor care for life. The Lord did not create the wicked with an upright spirit. So this is Revelations chapter 4. Revelations chapter 6 and verse 4 real quick. It says, and there went out another horse that was red, and that represents Esau. It says, the power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. So this article shows you, this fits Esau. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. The Edomites are the wicked according to Malachi, the first chapter. So it says power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. And as we read this article, and I'm going to get another article, and it shows you, the attributes of Esau, which fit the scriptures. So it says, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. And all these describe the characteristics of the true Edomites, which these are the people who the earth has been given into. The earth has been given into the hands of the wicked. So now let's read this article a little bit. So it says, Irish farmers are pushing back against a proposal by the government to cull hundreds of thousands of cows. And cull means to execute or to kill. Hundreds of thousands of cows in hopes of meeting their commitment to becoming climate neutral. A report by the Irish Department of Agriculture outlined how 200,000 cows could be killed over the next 3 years to meet carbon targets. The plan would reportedly come at a cost of about 600 million euros to taxpayers, with a document indicating that 5,000 euros per cow would be offered as compensation. So let me keep reading. It says the country's environment Protection Agency said that the agriculture industry was creating nearly 40% of the greenhouse gas emissions there. And much of it stems from the methane in livestock and the use of nitrogen fertilizer. The country has committed to reducing its agriculture emissions by 25% by the year 2030. Now, here you have the Esau putting the blame on the livestock, right? But here in Texas, also like Louisiana, these southern states, I beg to differ because we have something called like the chemical plant district, throughout Texas and Louisiana. Now, Esau is trying to put the blame on the livestock that we eat, and that we use for many other benefits, right? But they, sweep this, which has a major harmful effect on the environment and on the people, So I'm going to read a little bit of this article just to reveal, how Esau tries to cover it up just so they could continue their scheming. That's why the scriptures say, we're not ignorant to Satan's devices, because we could see where this is going, trying to put a end to, the food supply, just trying to trap us in and enclose us. None other how it happened. Let me get this. In the book of 2 Kings, the 6th chapter, just real quick, 2 Kings chapter 6, and I'm going to start at verse 24. It says, "And it came to pass after this, that Ben-Hadad, king of Syria, gathered all his host and went up and besieged Samaria. And there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it, until an ass's head was sold for 80 pieces of silver, and the fourth part of a cab of dove's dung for 5 pieces of silver. And the king of Israel," I'll just stop right there. Let me read that in the GNT. It says, again in the GNT, it says, "As a result of the siege, the food shortage in the city was so severe that a donkey's head cost 8 pieces of silver, and half a pound of dove's dung cost 5 pieces of silver." So, it just puts me in the mindset of like Esau really trying to euthanize these animals and kill them, for what? For the health of the earth? No, it's basically like to besiege, to enclose the people, from being limited to certain things, which is going to bring forth famines, as the scriptures say. The scriptures talk about famine coming. Let me get a precept on that. This is, let me see, 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, and just straight to the point. Do I have 2nd Ezra on this Bible app? No, I don't. But let me pull up another one. 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, talks about famines coming. And this is just, the plotting of the wicked, trying to make it seem like they actually care about the earth in the state that it's in. But this is just prophecy unfolding, man. I'll start at verse 18. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and 18. It says, "The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death," showing you famine and great death are coming. "The beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginnings of evil. What shall I do when these evils shall come?" So these evils are surely going to come in these last days. Verse 19, "Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges." So even though all of these things are taking place now, and they're going to have a result, this is all the Lord's doing. So therefore, it's going to have a great effect. Although it might seem like it now, but hey, the word of the Lord doesn't return to him void. Everything has a purpose for its happening. So let me go back to this article. Matter of fact, let me pull this up and get a definition. 2 Kings, the 6th chapter. And what was that, around the 28th verse? No. Okay, 25. I want to get that word besieged. Okay, it's tazawar in the Lashawan Kodash. Tazawar, and it means to bind, besiege, confined, or cramp. To confine, secure, to shut in, besiege, to shut up, enclose in. That just shows you the article that I'm reading now. This is just a plan. This is strategized by the wicked to want to eliminate, the food sources, which is going to just put more of a clamp on the people, as far as what we have to eat, like our options. That's why the videos that the brother's been putting out about a year ago, talking about how, they plan for us to eat bugs, that's not so far-fetched. Just look at what Esau is doing. Like they're They're putting it out there, letting you know what's coming, man. It's just people aren't even paying attention. Like we just read in 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, verse 20, it says, "But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges." So, hey, the Lord is preparing these things to come, but people aren't even taking heed to what's coming, man. But, hey, that's them. We just got to keep continuing in what we're doing, because the Lord is going to deliver us whenever these things hit heavy. That's why, let me get this, in the book of Psalms. This is Psalms chapter 33 and 18. Then I'm going to get back into the article. Psalms chapter 33 and verse 18 and 19. It says, "Behold, the eyes of the Lord is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy, to deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine." So whenever these plagues come, hey, the Lord is going to protect those that wait and hope for his mercy, those that fear Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. So although Esau is strategizing and planning for these, evil times, hey, the Lord's defense is greater than whatever the wicked have, man. So with that being said, let me get back into that article. Right here. So it says the impact of chemical manufacturing on the environment. And this was from February 19th, 2023. It says, have you all seen the news articles and reports about the environment? Here are a few recent examples. Toxic chemicals from plastic waste and recycling found in children's toys and products. Chemical company pleads guilty to polluting Tennessee River. EPA report finds chemicals in drinking waste pose serious health risks. Residents near Louisiana chemical plants face greater cancer risks. Report finds chemical pollution threatens world's largest freshwater dolphin. And these are just a few things stated. It says these articles and reports demonstrate the ongoing and widespread impact of chemical manufacturing on the environment, including human health, wildlife, and natural resources. But Esau has it where the focus is on cows. The cows have the greatest, carbon, how they want to track your carbon footprint. This has the biggest track. Bullshit. Let's keep reading. It says the impact of chemical manufacturing on the environment is a complex issue that involves a range of environmental concerns, including air and water pollution, greenhouse gas emissions. Didn't we read about that? Greenhouse gas emissions. It says soil contamination and the depletion of natural resources. Chemical manufacturing is a significant contributor to these environmental issues, as the production and use of chemicals often involves the release of pollutants and other harmful substances into the environment. And, if Esau truly cares about the environment, let's do something about these chemical plants. Like I said earlier, Texas and Louisiana are states that are heavily polluted with these plants, man. And they have it out here where it's on the Gulf of Mexico. A lot of these chemical plants are on the shorelines, man, where the water is affecting affecting the sea life. All the environment around that.